recognition for Casey.
Our puck drops presented by Vanda Pharmaceuticals. It's won by the Islanders, and they quickly dump it into the Winnipeg zone. Patrick Waugh starting, Matthew Scheifele and Scott Mayfield on the blue line. Palmieri, Duclair, and Barzal, his new line. Right away with a great chance in Comrie. Stone Barzal, Palmieri on a follow-up try.
Opportunities, and you talked about Comrie being good against the Islanders. He doesn't see much better saves than that for a guy right off the bat. Take another look, and oh my goodness, Barzal.
Another stop from Comrie. Islanders on the attack on the opening shift. Mayfield, Barzal behind his back for Scheifele, and Comrie swallows it up and hangs on.
You know, it's a one draw and it's a rim in, and away you go on the forecheck, and you see what it creates. It's too much messing around the other night against Washington with that puck in the neutral zone. That's a great start.
Good chance there for Heineman trying to track down that loose puck off of Comrie, who couldn't settle it down. Islanders have fallen behind in the first 3.5 minutes of each of the first 2 games. They seem intent on starting with a lead here today. Drouin on goal, and how about a 4th save already for Eric Comrie? Jen up the wall, and that's Jonathan Toews wearing 19 for the Winnipeg Jets. This is the rookie Chiberkov. Inside out on Romanov, and he got a good look at the net.
Warm up here, Brendan. You know, give me a little feel for the puck. No, that's not happening. And so Sorokin has to respond with a big save of his own. But look at that, inside, outside, a quick wrist shot, and away it goes.
That's a big one for Sorokin early in this.
He's only played 5 NHL games before this year. He had 3 goals and an assist. Broken stick for Romanov. This fluttering puck came to the net. Not a lot behind it, but Sorokin able to punch it out.
Connor McDavid.
Yep.
Say the same thing about him, right? You know, okay, he's worth the price of admission.
Here's D'Angelo. Across the ice for Romanov. Wrist shot on goal. Comrie the save. Out for Colin Miller. He can fire it. Heineman put a leg down in front of it. Miller. Middle of the ice. That shot knocked down by bodies in front, and Sorokin able to track it with Niederreiter.
Time, but that was about it.
D'Angelo's pass was off the skate of Shabanov, and then he followed it up himself. Looked like Dylan DeMello got hurt for the Winnipeg Jets. He holds his arm as he heads back into the play. Meanwhile, up the ice, getting behind, and they score! That's Morgan Barron, who got in behind the defense. Backhand roof of the net, and a 1-0 Jets lead.
Yeah. Still, as he was coming back into his own zone, as the Winnipeg Jets, you can see a little slip fall there. And Romanov, watch him trying to come through the middle. Now he's caught, trapped. And this is a heck of a goal for a 4th-line centerman. Go to the little fake, go to the backhand. Right in here, you can see Romanov sees the numbers. That's bad position, and he absolutely roofs that one up in the toy department. Great goal, great play by the Jets.
Yeah, and Tony D'Angelo.
Refs don't care?
Well, they do, but that one's a little too obvious.
He should.
Kyle Connor plays it down. Scheifele now for Iafallo. Morrissey to the net. Save made. Rebound. A poke check away. Here's Toews. 25 seconds left on the Cizikas penalty. Horvat, Pageau, Pelican, Pollock killing. Niederreiter with the puck. He'll play to the line for Pionk. A wrist shot. Save made by the left leg pad of Sorokin. Fed to the line again. Toews moves it down to Mesnikov. Pionk snaps one through. Save made. Rebound alive. And Sorokin lunging over. Pellick got in front of it. Nyquist tried to jam it in front, and they score. He made the pass across for Niederreiter. A power play goal in the final seconds of the kill.
Islander, and makes absolutely no mistakes. Sorokin couldn't handle the original rebound, and then the Jets just stayed right with it. And watch this pass. I mean, boy, to have the hockey sense, the puck sense, to know that he's wide open all the way there, that's just a great play. And Jonathan Toews, little slide pass, so he'll get an assist, and that's just a good goal.
And if I'm Ryan Pulock there, maybe I face the other way and try and deny that thing. He got his back turned a little bit.
Islanders 2 for 6 on the season. Went 2 for 3 against the Caps on Saturday. D'Angelo, wrist shot, got through. Saved by Comrie after Palmieri provided the screen. Play continues here for Barzal. Down for Palmieri with some space right up the mask of Comrie. Schaefer again. Nothing for Duclair, who scored a power play goal on Saturday. Loads up a wrister and right into Comrie.
Second power play was a little bit better. Got more pucks towards the net.
Face-off win for Bo Horvat. See if the Islanders can come out with that same jump they started the first period with. Yep, and they brought in 4 guys during the offseason. And Toews, Nyquist, Kepke, Pearson. There's a goal! JT Pageau! Off the face-off in his 800th NHL game, and the Islanders get one back.
to score, get themselves right back in the game. Got to feel good about yourself.
It's just a great look by Tony DeAngelo. You don't shoot it for no reason. He finds a lane off the side of the net. JG does a great job making himself available. That's an elite tip. And if you're the Islanders and you played well in the first period, the thing you say in between periods is stick with it, boys.
Though went right off the ice and right down the tunnel, so we'll keep an eye on that as Logan Stanley scores! Just one you can't give up. 14 seconds later, the defenseman Logan Stanley right through the wickets of Ilya Sorokin.
Yeah, and Patrick Logan's going to be a little upset because that is one you've got to have. Great breakout by the Jets, and you mentioned it on the left side of the right side of the screen. Stanley gets up, and that's a wrist shot. That's one Sorokin's going to want back.
And it starts, Butch, with Max Siplikov as the third forward diving in and trying to lay it.
Trying to make a pass through Drouin.
That was a good play by Scotty. He didn't rifle it right across. He kind of just lobbed it, looking for a deflection.
Scheifele to Drouin. Drouin couldn't get it on the angle, and then he fired from the goal line, stopped by Comrie. Seen that a few times today with guys in good spots. It's not getting good wood on it. That one just tossed to the goal. Winnipeg has a couple of shorthanded goals already this season. Only been 7 scored in the league. They've got 2 of them. Rebound! Stopped by Sorokin.
Oh, what a save that was by Sorokin.
Drouin's had a chance like that. Horvat's had a chance like that. Barzell's had a chance like that. Given away out of the box. It's Niederreiter on a breakaway. Nino Niederreiter to the backhand. In front, and the slam dunk for Tanner Pearson.
What a play there by Niederreiter. Had nowhere to go with it, and he knew that he had company.
No, and you know, this is again, I think Alex Romanov can throw that behind the net. Yeah, you know, you're looking at Tony DeAngelo and Alex Romanov spread out again, kind of leaning the wrong way and trying to get back, but just too little too late. And again, at the end of a power play where it seems like you collected a little bit of momentum, you go around and make a big mistake, and you see Romanov not able to get back there. But these are the types of
a little more ice time today with Fleury out, so he moves up to the second pair. Schaefer just banked off the arm of DeMello, and Heineman scores! Oh, we've been talking all preseason about the lethal shot of Emil Heineman. He's got his first as an Islander.
Yeah, that was really a little bit of a broken play, but Heineman didn't waste any time in getting set, but a terrific shot up over their shoulder. The Islanders win a battle along the boards. It's kind of a little bit of a crazy play. Nice little pass off the skate.
Nyquist cruising around. Islanders killer starting to get a little tired here as Pionk rips one, rolling around to the side of the net. Puck still free. Taves has it.
Fakes, changes his angle. Watch him out the top of the circle, looking, and then just fires it right off the post. I'm talking about Sorokin being in so deep, like, you know, I just feel like he's got to be out, cover a little more net. He's inside his crease. There's a nice deflection in front of the net by Velarde. So
I don't disagree with you, Butch. If he's out another foot, that thing hits his toe and probably goes into the corner. But again, Kyle Connor, that move where he goes and accepts it like he's going to take a one-timer and then pushes it to his forehand.
He's still 20 seconds to go in the period. Cizikas able to tie up Scheifele off the draw. Schaefer goes off the glass but not out. Pionk quickly moves it over. Velarde off the cuff of the glove of Sorokin.
Would give the Islanders a chance to win. I think, you know, when you're down 2 going to the third, obviously it's not impossible, it's difficult, but a goal right off the bat gives you all the momentum.
They win the face-off at center ice. Drouin fighting the puck, lost it to Kyle Connor. Connor makes the pass, and Scheifele puts it into the empty net.
Turnover, and needed to make an easier play, and he's upset with himself, and I can understand why. Great play by Connor, though, just stayed right with it, strong on the stick, and Scheifele, and I won't say that's a goal scorer's goal, but just a really good play by Connor. But those are the mistakes, right, Clutter? You can't make little mistakes.
Yeah, and even when you go back to get that puck, you know, you can go behind your net and make sure you've got.
Well, the Islanders start the 25-26 season 0-3 after a 5-2 loss at the hands of the Winnipeg Jets. The silver lining in an 0-3 start is the only other time they've started 0-3